I'm Zoo, and you're watching the AlwaySimming channel. Welcome to the longest speed build that has ever existed. Ever! Hello, everybody. Welcome to my Realm of Magic speed build. Thank you to EA for providing me with this pack. I have been a game changer for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years next month. No, November. Pets was my first ever pack, and I just remember how exciting and how unexpected it was that I was going to be able to play and show this game off in a way that I am now. So I just feel very grateful today. And I also feel very stressed. This is, oh my gosh, okay, so Seasons is such a classic game pack that, like, you need it because Seasons adds time and makes you feel like you're actually getting stuff done. This is probably one of my favorite packs ever. And I don't like Occults. I don't like Occults at all. In The Sims 3, I turned them off. I don't mess with them. I don't care. I don't like them. Witches, I was like, okay, cool. This blew my mind. This is, like, probably my favorite pack we've had, at least in a year. Again, Seasons is just, like, you can't count Seasons, because that's just, like, a staple. But this is oh my gosh. I hope I do this pack justice. And I hope that I don't know. I feel like this is such an important pack. And I had a lot of fun building this. That doesn't sound very true. Like, it doesn't sound like I'm telling the truth, but it is, I promise. This was a big boy to make, to film, not to edit, because I just speed everything up. Fun fact, if you do speed builds, I speed mine up by 666% because I'm a child. Another fun reminder, I not always, but now that this is my third pack that I've done a speed build for, Island Living, Machino, or Mosquito. They pronounce it like mosquito too. It's like Moschino. There we go. And I do it where it's only base game in the pack. This was a struggle because there is so many great plants that come with other packs, but I stuck with it and I still did it anyway. I realized at this point that it looked like a square, and all of my builds look like a giant square. So we're not doing boxes today. No, ma'am. We are going to fix that. I had a lot of trouble with this. Not gonna lie. I think I already did. Probably. But I feel myself kind of using shapes in a similar way, and I want it to be more of an original shape in my mind. I don't plan these at all, by the way. Like, I had an idea in my brain of having the bottom floor you saw in the very beginning, a slightly bigger square, and the top floor a slightly smaller square, so I could have, like, a balcony. That got thrown right out of the window. And I also really struggled with, I kind of wanted to make it a library for a good hour. This build took me about like 6-7 hours. It's a big boy. This is the longest thing ever. It's only been 3 minutes, and this is an hour and 2 minutes, possibly more because screenshots at the end. But I hope it's worth it. I'm gonna hopefully try to talk the whole thing, but I think I'm just gonna kind of, wing it, as I like to do. Today is, of course, I waited to the last day to do this because that's just how I am. Again, you see me struggling. It also looked like a barn for a hot minute. I think it did end up looking like a barn as well, which is fine. I just didn't want to make it a barn at all. So again, this is me trying to fix the shape. I thought a wraparound porch might be nice, but then it reminded me of a build I've already done that kind of looked like this, where it had like the more circular, the more, how the roof is. So I just decided to know. So then I finally decided to do what was right and add something on the side. There is a lot of components in this pack, and one of them is potions. And with potions, you have to have ingredients. So I made a greenhouse. That's what the little side boy is. I also am now shrinking it because I don't know. Why did I shrink this? For reasons. You can see. I wanted to use this door instead, I suppose. These doors are so pretty. Like, there's beautiful ones, and then there's, like, more plain swatches, but they have this yellow-esque rose pattern that, like, I need to make the Beauty and Beast castle. Do I have the chops to do it? Absolutely not. Can I do it? Probably not. Will I? Yeah. This is another problem I had. I was like, I have this weird empty space right here. What the heck am I going to do? Because I didn't want to pull it forward because I would just create more of a square. So that was honestly like the biggest issue I had with building the exterior. Landscaping. Oh my gosh. I filmed the walkthrough at before this. Because I can, and I couldn't think of the word for landscaping. I hate landscaping. A lot of my builds won't have backyards because I can't stand to do it, so I just don't. That swatch, okay, you saw for 0.5 seconds. Again, I wanted to use this beautiful brick that we got, and I could not figure out what color would look best with these kind of slides that we have. I'm pretty pleased with the results, but I sat here just switching back and forth, trying my best to see what worked and what didn't. I love this green one. I feel like Kayla does blue houses. I do greenhouses. Ooh, not typical greenhouse. There is a gorgeous, gorgeous greenhouse in the magical realm, which is, it's like a greenhouse that you would expect at a zoo where there'd be butterflies, or like we have this thing called botanical gardens. I think that's the name of it. That might just be the genre, the genre of the building. But it's just like this beautiful giant, beautiful. I'm pretty sure it's like kind of a wear and tear too, so it's like also super cool. But I just like really enjoyed it. I love circular windows, and I like having circular windows at the top of my houses, like in the front for some reason, because I like to put studies right there usually. And I kind of like the idea. Like, I have that on Annie's house. I have that on quite a few houses that I'm pretty pleased with. And we got 2 circular windows. I didn't use any of them. No, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. I just had to double check. So I'm kind of using as much Realm of Magic stuff. I used every single thing that came in this pack, minus 2 things. One was this arch that you can kind of see me putting. It's like on top of a door kind of thing. And then, what was the second one? The bassinet. So, obviously, I don't have kids. This is a house I built for my personal playthrough. It has everything you need. I play tested it. I always do. You got to make sure that everything works. I went in through and changed a lot of things. I just worked my butt off on this, and I'm very pleased. That's the thing, is I'll make it all at once, and then I'll slightly through the days, because I built this my second day that I had this. So I built this on Friday, because we got it on Thursday. I built it on Friday, and I've been kind of adjusting it as I can. So that's why I thought it'd be fun to incorporate kind of a walkthrough to see how different it is. Because I don't know, screenshots to me are just kind of weird. I don't know. I don't like it. Like, I don't watch speed builds ever, but when I have, I just don't really care for it. Plus, it's really hard to get a photo of like the whole room by a corner. And then I thought, oh, cool, vines. And then once I finally made the vines look good, I was like, crap. I wanted to make this like base game in this pack only, and I had to sacrifice it. So my original idea for this was kind of having a front almost, which is very illegal. So like you would walk in and it would look normal, and then you would like pass through these curtains and it would all become magical. You can tell that currently I just finished Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I'm currently watching the spin-off show Angel. And her kind of guide, her father figure really in Buffy is a librarian at her school. So they spend a lot of the first few seasons at a library, and then they work at a magic shop. Well, he does. That's not a spoiler, is it? Who cares? The Buffy came out in 1998, so I kind of wanted to make it kind of look like, oh, it's normal in the front, but surprise, it's magical. But I decided to go with the house because I needed a house to play in, so I suffered. No, I'm just kidding. I do like how it ended up because this would have been way too big for a library. But I will be making a magical library for the zoo save, which if you don't know, hi. I don't know why I said hi. Basically, I don't like a lot of saves in the game. I'm trying out all the swatches because there are so many in these windows. I don't know. I think that a lot of saves that are popular have kind of the same kind of look and feel, like White Ball and Sims, which is fine. But when your whole save is that, it's kind of... I prefer something more diverse. And because it's not... There's no way I can do it by myself. I don't trust myself and I don't believe in myself. But I thought to make the most diverse save possible, not in the world, but like the most diverse save. How cool would that have been, by the way, if those stairs worked? That I would include my community, my audience, people that watch me. I thought I would include them. So if you're in my Discord, which I guess I'll link, I'll probably forget to. Let's be honest, okay? I have everybody sign up, and you can make Sims. You can build a house. You can have it empty. You can furnish it if you want. You don't have to. Like, it's just, I feel like it's not like this. I didn't come up with this. I mean, I did, but like, I'm not trying to make it sound like this is so much better than everything else, because I do use saves because I don't like how empty the base game feels. Not base game, but how the EA game feels, which I don't have. I really want to get like MC Command Center, which don't tell anybody because they'll yell at me, but I really want to get it so I can do like, so my townies can have kids and then die and then have more kids, you know what I mean? So that's kind of my goal. Not my goal, but we've been building it steadily. I stream it once a month to kind of remind people like, hey, what's up? We do this. Remember me? We're making a save together. So yeah, it should come up probably next week was what I'll do. I usually like to do it the first week of the month, but this kind of took over. So I'll probably do it next week, and I'm going to make a magical library, aka it's going to look normal up front, but it's secretly not. Got him. Okay. Again, I saw this weird corner, and I was like, okay, a tree would look good. Did that tree just magically appear? Okay. As you can see, this, plus this lot, but like this world in general is so many trees, and they're all massive trees. It's very green besides the grass, but it reminds me a lot of those like 2 lots in Bernilton Bay that have like just giant trees everywhere, and I just like really felt that on a deep personal level, because I don't know, I'm only 13 minutes in. It's fine. Hush me. So again, I wanted to include as much stuff from the pack, and I didn't realize if you size down fountains, it doesn't work. They look a little dumb. So, and then, I don't know, like, I wanted it to be a library, but I also had this idea of it being, like, an academic house, like, kind of more or less like the Hargroves house in Umbrella Academy, where it's more of children-based. So I do have a kids' room, but I kind of felt like that this could be a boarding school almost, which we do not have. But, I have to make background stories for everything. I don't know why, but I'm very good at it. So that's just kind of like where I was feeling. But the Sims I played with Veronica Day, who is my Gen 3 Sim. She's not Air. She may be Air. She may not. I did an alternate universe, AU, if you don't know what that means, where her and her best friend had just graduated like magic school, and they moved back into a normal kind of sim world, and then they realized that they don't know how to do magic anymore, and it was taken away from them, and they can't figure out why. So this is their first time like back in the real world as grown witches, and kind of chaos ensues when they realize that they can't do magic anymore, and they don't know how. They forgot everything. They can still do magic, but they don't know how, and they can't remember. And this new tile that we got is so pretty. The other one we got is like wood, and every other space is blank. So for a reason that I don't really care for, but it's fine. What happens? All right, so here we go. Here's me realizing that I'm going full base game, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, just making sure. These little boys, these little plant boys, just came in the newest patch that's free, and I think they're really rad, so I used them. I don't know. I really like them. I did a patch overview on stream when it came out on Thursday, and I was so excited. We got hijabs, which is so exciting because it just adds yet another depth of realism to the world, which I get that it's The Sims, but like, it's realistic, yo. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate for The Sims for how diverse and inclusive it can be. Like, remember when we got the gender update, and now we've gotten hijabs, we've had holidays added in, and I think it was about damn time we got hijabs, got any sort of Muslim holiday in this bitch, and I'm so happy how well done they were. They're so beautiful, and they work well, and they have a normal version and one that can be used for sport slash swimwear, which I was so glad that they included. And this was another part where I was like, oh my god, I can make it look like a magical library, a school. And then I just, sadly, no one replied to me. I sent this in my group chat of fellow game changers, where I sent it and I was like, I kind of make it a library, but no one replied to me, thank goodness. So I didn't do it. It would have been much too big. But I love it. That didn't sound like I believed it, but I did. Another thing I don't care for, it's not that I don't, okay. I feel like all I do in speed builds is talk about like, oh, I hate doing that. I find floor plans super tricky. Oh my gosh, my laptop's gonna die. Did I cut that out? God, no. You really think I have time to do that? Hello? Anyway, I find floor plans very tricky because I don't know where I want to put things. I usually will make big houses and then have like 3 rooms per floor, which is always really stressful. But floor plans are just tricky because I don't know where to put things and I'm really indecisive, which is super fun. So like, I don't know how the hell people possibly watch that. Oh, see the thing on the very right? That thing with the kind of not red, that was brown. I didn't use that. And then these make it look more like a library. The freaking columns, because I like to use the columns like from Get Together because they are super tiny and like really lovely and they make a house look real good. But I wanted the greenhouse to kind of be, you could see it. Like I was debating whether it should just be no wall there or having an archway. I didn't know if I wanted to do it in the middle or on the side. I'm very pleased where I put it because it looks really lovely in screenshots. Which that's how I furnish. I furnish because I'm not primarily, but Tumblr is my first love. I post Tumblr every day, usually. I've gotten back into it recently. I've been really good. I finally finished my island living. Gameplay, which took me quite some time, but I did it, and I'm very proud of myself. Oh my gosh, I didn't use the island counters that came with these. So the most frustrating part of this build was that there are new cabinets that came with these gorgeous counters. There are like 1,000 swatches on the counters. They're super pretty, but there's no counters that match. They didn't come with any. Island Living didn't either. Island Living, we got these like shelf things, which I'm not mad about. Oh, also, whenever it's not moving, it's because I'm switching what song I'm listening to. I listened exclusively to Taylor Swift during this. And then I switched last night to watching Angel because I deserve it. I have never been so stressed out ever. I've stress cried, which is something really fun and exciting. Again, I'm kind of thinking more of like a library at this point, kind of magic school. So that's why I put that giant thing up there. But don't worry, I swear, the layout is really pretty. Again, like I said, I play for screenshots, so I play with what would look good in screenshots, and I kind of furnish and I kind of build in that way, because I have been playing exclusively in my houses besides stream, because I go so much faster on stream than I do on Tumblr, so like I change my houses up quite regularly. So I don't build those, but I do build everything on Tumblr for myself, which is fun. And I think it kind of adds, I don't know, I'm really proud of myself because I would say like a few months ago, I never ever built. Like I didn't build at all. I hated it. I didn't trust myself. And now I really love it and I do it all the time. And I'm very proud of myself for, it's such a stupid thing to be like, I'm so proud of myself, but I am. Damn it. I worked really hard and I got good at it. And I believed in myself, okay? I was very proud of myself. Actually, the more I'm watching this, I'm like, you did not use everything. I used everything that matters. These cauldrons are so pretty. They just make me think of Harry Potter and how they need pewter. Pewter? That's their first year cauldron that they need is pewter. Yes. So I originally had it to be 2-bedroom. I ended up with 3-bedroom and 4 beds because my Knott's Berry, they have 3 kids, and I recently discovered how impossible it is to find a house that can fit 4 bedrooms. So there's 4 beds, but there's 3 bedrooms. The kids' bed is the biggest one, and I kind of put 2 kids, and again, it was kind of like I put these kids in this room and I was like, this are kids who grew up in magic. This is a house for people who are magical. You know what I mean? So I tried not to I didn't include electronics in the beginning because I kind of had this idea that Annie's best friend would be kind of a purist where she would not be like she would not like electronics, and like not Annie, gosh dang it, Veronica does, and she would like secretly about it, but it just became convenient. You can use the computer to research, I think. I mean, it says, but I can't find it on the computer. I'll let you know. I'll help you out. I'll give you the lowdown. But on the top floor, I thought this whole space would be perfect for, like, you could do, like, training with, like, dueling, and you could do, like, potions and research, but I decided that it was too big. And if you don't have kids, you can just do that. Like, take out the wall and make it even bigger. Put, like, 2 cauldrons in there and, like, more stuff. That would be great. Oh, also, this whole room clip is gonna disappear because I forgot to hit record. Chink. Not hit this room, upstairs, the magic room. I literally earlier that day, I was like, wow, I don't know how people get like errors. Like I've never had that problem before. And then what happens a few hours later? Oh, I forget to hit record to film. Like, it's like, I think it's my favorite room in the house. So that's why I wanted to do more of a house tour. Because I wanted to show the room that you didn't get to see, and I don't know. I thought these little magic guys, I thought you could like replace crystals with whatever ones you had. No, you can't. I was lied to. There's a lot of stuff in here that's not super interactable, which are there is like bookshelves, geez, and then there's 2 other things that are kind of the same size, but those aren't interactable, and I was kind of annoyed, but it's not the end of the world. I still like how they look. I just kind of wish that you could just do something with them, just like a little bit of something. But I really like these. They remind me of the stuff we got in Laundry Day, which I super enjoy because Laundry Day is amazing. And right about here is where I went to eat food. So it's going to just do a shortcut, but you're not going to be able to tell. I mean, I just told you on myself, but this is the longest part of the video, so I'm very pleased with myself that I could bullshit this long. I'm just kidding. I was raised, and I still do now, I've never really had a lot of doors in my house, so I like open concepts a lot. I use archways in pretty much every build because I really like how they look. I would just have like walls, but we wouldn't have doors. Like the only place I really had doors are like bathrooms and bedrooms, but kitchen never, dining room, living room. So I really like that. I also learned that I'm really bad about this, but the foyer or like the first room you walk into, it's always way too big and I don't know how to fill it. I figured it out though. I actually really enjoy it. Again, I played a lot with screenshots. It looks nice. because you can kind of, with the dining room, you can get shots of the kitchen, you can get a little bit of the greenhouse showing through, which is really pretty. And there are 2 new plants we got mandrakes, which are in Harry Potter, which they scream if you pull them out, and then another magical root, which I planted, and this house on the gallery, check mark. Actually, I wish there was a way to schedule it on the gallery, but this house will be up in the gallery, and I actually already planted everything, and they are already full grown. So you can get right away to kind of harvesting them. And yeah, so this is the struggle of the century. That is trying to find cabinets that are base game that match. Spoiler alert, the ones I picked are bright red. They were like the most that was like the least offensive to my eye, but I couldn't stand it because I use the medium wall height for my first floor almost always, because again, I already said this. I like how it looks. I think it looks better. The doors are better. I just like the sizing. The top floor I don't, because that's a lot of space to cover. A lot of space to cover. We did not get any new plants, which is kind of frustrating. We only got 2 new like paintings, but they're not really paintings. They're kind of like information charts. Like one is like the moon cycle, and the other one is like, these are some potions, these are some things, and this or this, you know? So yeah, but these, I'm just like looking at this. Look how beautiful those mustard chairs are. I did not keep the mustard chairs at all. These little like that are these bugs, so cute. I overuse them. The swatches are like nice and non-assuming. I just really like them. Like, I want to put them in all my kids' rooms. Like, I think they'd be so cute in like toddler rooms, because they're just like these little bugs. They're like moths. I don't know jack about bugs, but yeah. Speaking of bugs, that was a really rude transition because it's not true. This just reminded me that the Sims Jesus Christ, the Sims themselves followed me on Twitter. I'm like busy filming this. I was taking screenshots. I was crying because I've been so stressed out, because this pack is, oh my gosh, I hit my microphone. This pack is so good that I want to do it justice. Like, it deserves justice. And then I almost made this thing gothic because, like, the darks, but I did not. So you're welcome. I made it more family friendly. Again, I wanted it to look in screenshots, so I didn't go with this dark theme. But the Sims followed me on Twitter, and I, like, stopped breathing for about 45 seconds, which is okay. You know, I don't breathe anyway. Who needs to breathe? Not me. These wallpapers that we got, by the way, are real cute. One of them is like a pattern, and one of it is like more of a tile, so I use it in all the bathrooms, and I just enjoyed that. Again, I wanted some plants. There are some great plants to go with this from, I assume that they are from probably movie hangout stuff, and then also laundry day, which would look great, but I didn't do that because I like to challenge myself, and I like to struggle to get what I want. That fireplace, you can light it. It has crystals, and it's bright blue. That sounds pretty magical to me. That thing right there is not interactable. Kind of irritating. But that's okay, because I still used it, and I like how it looked anyway. Ooh, that rhyme didn't... If you don't know, I hate move objects on. I don't trust it. I don't like anything about it. I get worried because Sims are real dumb. Okay? Like, just straight up Sims are dumb. So I hate using move objects on, but I did a little bit. And if you notice, I always turn them on and off, like, right after each other, because I don't trust myself. And I don't trust my Sims. But do you see how much empty space there is up there? I couldn't stand it. I almost put curtains there, but again, I don't trust how Sims are. Not very smart to me. I mean, oh, look at that fridge. So the stove that we got does work off the grid, which is cool. I like the look of it. Why did my stream deck just turned on? Okay, you can relax. I edit all my videos on my laptop because iMovie is that bitch. So yeah, again, I had this, but I was like, okay, they don't believe in modern technology. I put a damn computer in here, okay? Don't call me out. I love shoe racks. The Sims followed me on Twitter. I literally lost my mind because it was like in the midst. I saw it and I was like, that's going to go away. Like, that's totally an accident, right? Wrong. It's still there. So I actually tweeted that I retired from Twitter. That retiring took about 20 minutes to break. I was just being dramatic. It got like 100 likes. So I was like, damn, do people really want me to leave? The answer is yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that bright red one is the one I ended up using. Even the blacks don't match the ones that we have. Because we got a black black counter, and even they don't match with those. It's very frustrating. Jen is loud. Big fan. Kind of my best friend. It's like whatever. She said the ones from Parenthood match, I think is what she said. Which is good news for everybody that has other packs. Congratulations. I also, fun fact, put in buy debug at one point, which is probably right about now. It was very overwhelming because buy debug, if you don't know, unlocks everything. So there'll be like empty cups, dirty dishes, a doll head, just everything that's ever been made in the world is easily accessible. So you get potions. It's just like things that you have to necessarily make. So you could get potions, which I was debating, but then I changed my mind because I didn't want to cheat. But I did have a look through some of the books, which I'll show later, and the covers on these books are so cool. Like, the art team just did such a fantastic job of making this feel so real. Wow, that doesn't match at all. What was I doing? Sorry, I'm like fascinated by this. So in the pack, we finally got island counters for Island Living. They don't match. I don't understand. Buy debug is so overwhelming. Because I was like, what? The thing is, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't accidentally using anything that was like a hard to get thing. So I didn't use potions and I didn't use like any other ingredients because I didn't want to have something like cheatable. So I don't know why I clicked buy debug. To be completely honest, I don't remember what I was even looking for, but I did find the wands and the brooms, and I kind of wanted to put a broom in every room, but I wanted the player to decide the personality for their Sims, because like, personally for me, the downstairs is the master bedroom, and the upstairs is like a teenage daughter, and then the bedroom for the kids are twin boys. Yes, baby? Are you here to file a complaint about me being too funny to stay away from Twitter? Yes, I know. It's very difficult for her. Yesterday was my mom's birthday, which is crazy. Happy birthday, mother. She's never going to see this. She doesn't know about this. So, like, that was super stressful because I felt so bad that I didn't spend any time with her. Today is Jen's birthday, and I haven't spent any time with her because there's just so much to do, and I love this pack so much, and I just hope I can do it justice because it's so fantastic. I've said this before. I go into any pack with no expectations so I don't get disappointed. It's a life hack, truly, because I don't ever get irritated or frustrated by packs and what they have and they don't have. So that's honestly like my biggest tip. But I was so excited when I found out it was witches. I knew instantly what I was gonna do. I wanted to make Veronica a witch. I want to make Veronica the lesbian witch she was born to be, which she is. I kind of want to make her a witch in like my real gameplay, but I don't know. But I had so much fun. I made her super gothic in this. I should film a cast for this. But, one video is enough for me. Hence why this video is one and not two. There's no really good break for it to kind of be made into multiple videos, and some people said that they liked longer videos, so that's cool with me, yo. Big fan. All right. This is, again, if you don't know, I did this thing where I will place furniture that I'm not necessarily going to use because I want to kind of test a layout and see how things kind of fit, and if I need to make a room bigger and I need to make a room smaller. Why was I putting in how many beds there are? I didn't even know yet. What is wrong with me? These beds are so pretty, but the shape, like the pattern on the bed looks like a penis to me. It's fine. I don't know what it is, but it looks weird as heck. I don't like it. Those kind of floating crystals are the only side tables we got, and I kind of wanted to do an off balance, so I'd only put them on one side table instead of both, but I changed my mind because I am indecisive as heck. You're gonna see the new wallpaper in this room, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I love that one. That's the thing, is I like the really ugly wallpapers. Because I don't know. I think they're so pretty. I love brown wallpapers too. Like, that's kind of my shit. Like, I love brown wallpapers. They're so cool. But I just love these. Oh my gosh, see, look how beautiful. The swatches in this are beautiful. They're like wildflowers. Maybe. They probably have some nice names. I don't know. But I love them. I'm just like looking at them. They're so pretty. The other one is kind of a tiled one, sort of. In bathrooms, this. Oh, so pretty. We got these beautiful pink swatches for the bathroom stuff, and I just loved it so much. All the bathrooms are kind of very unoriginal. In that they kind of have the same layout, but this stuff is too good not to use. I was debating putting something underneath the sink, but again, I was like, this is some classy stuff, lads, ladies. I need a window. I discovered that if you put those windows that are like halves next to each other, it creates a beautiful window, and I kind of freaked out over it, but I didn't use it at all. I changed my mind. But yeah, I like brown. There was definitely a struggle trying to make this all base game in Realm of Magic, because we did get a ton, but other packs would highlight this stuff so much better than I did because of it. So I really want to link Jen's video below, because she made a Tudor house that's so cool looking, and like, it's so pretty. Like, she sent me this after I had finished this build, and I was like, oh my god, how the hell am I supposed to, like, I can't compete with that. I was like, there's not even a point. Like, why would I even bother? Like, why would I even try? I've also never used a chimney in my life. So, Santa Claus, you can finally come in, even though you are always a weird man with a yellow beard. So, you know, you do you. Alright, so I was just taking a picture of the first floor. I was pretty pleased. I can't speak English. That's okay. Who needs to? It's an overrated language, in my opinion. I don't know what the heck that means. Anyway, up to the upstairs. Oh no, is this where it's gonna cut? Hold on, this is gonna make me so sad. Oh, I just said F them kids. See, I don't swear. So that kind of thing I put down, you can put potions in it, and the potions kind of move. So they have like this kind of, not dust, but they have this kind of steam almost that comes out, and some of them make faces and stuff, kind of. Like the love potion, I think, is hearts, and there's this luck one that reminds me of the luck potion in the fourth Harry Potter movie. It's a 4-leaf clover, which is super cute. And of course, don't worry. Okay, these two things right here, you can't interact with them. I was not happy when I found this out. I was very frustrated because my room is full of them. Did I not cut? Wait. What happened? I'm now questioning my entire existence and my entire apology. Also, I like these kind of windows that have the white stuff on top. I like them flipped out instead, because I don't like the plain side of them looks so much better in my opinion. Like, I don't like that. I'd rather have the other one. So I did that in the greenhouse. I flipped them. So they look slightly weird, but they look better on the outside anyway. So sucks to suck. Oh, this is what I'm going to discover. I like to do kind of this weird thing where I'll put like windows on corners of each other so they touch for some reason. I think I like how it looks, but it always ends up being bathrooms, which is just unhelpful in every way. But that's when I discovered the beautiful archways you could get. And then I questioned my whole existence because that's what I like to do. There are these weird, like, oh my gosh, I'm just like watching this and I'm so happy with how it came out because it is such a mess at this point. I was unsure. See that? See, those are the same crystals that are like in the fireplace, and they light up. Obviously, because, you know, cauldrons have to be moving to do stuff. There are so many pretty swatches. These ones that I picked out tan, there's this really pretty gray thing. Also, look how cute these rugs are with the moon phases. There's a few things with moon, like there's the painting with the moon phases and there's that with the moon phases. So I don't understand why we didn't get, look at that. Oh, look how pretty that is. That is stunning. Too bad I didn't use it. But there are a lot of moon phases and we didn't get anything moon phase-esque. Again, a lot of rearranging. And this is what I came up with. Bathrooms. Because I realized if I want to have a 4-bedroom house, not 4-bedroom, can fit a family of 4, fit a family of 5. Jeez, I can't remember. I can't have 2 bathrooms. That is just way too few. And I feel like I always put as many bedrooms as there are bathrooms for some reason because I just get, again, panicked by The Sims. Again, I had a really tough time picking out woods. I love those first 2 base game woods so much. That's all I use. I know a lot of people hate them, but I love them so much. So this one, it was so pretty. I tried to put a rug all the way through, but then I realized that I was lied to. But look how cool. We've gotten a few of these. We got them in vampires. Holy crap. Vampires in this would make such a bomb house. Like, that's the thing. I want to make a creepy, crawly, magical library. Again, it's very Buffy the Vampire Slayer. If you're like, Zoe, what the hell is Buffy the Vampire Slayer? And why do you talk about it so much? Well, I'll tell you after my footage dies out on me. R.I.P. It's coming up. I see it. Do normal people do this? Do other, like, professional YouTubers do this? Because that is not what I am. This is a kind of make your own. I'm kind of a what are those called? The do-it-yourself or the things. I don't know, but look how pretty that wallpaper is. I mean, you kind of get a good gist of, oh, there we go. See, it's completely furnished. I saw this and I was like, oh my god, I could not believe, but look how pretty those colors are. Gorgeous. So when I did my walkthrough, I actually went in and changed a few things because I realized in one of the bedrooms I had 2 mirrors and then I wanted to change which direction the desk was because I think it flows nicer. Again, screenshots. And I wanted to put more wall art, but we didn't get any. And then I remembered Pufferhead and I said, this is going to be a kid's room and they're going to love They're gonna love Pufferheads. There are a few outfits that this person, I don't want to assume, someone made a fan pack of based off of that poster, and it comes with CC, it comes with mods, it comes with like cast, build, everything, and a lot of their stuff kind of matches some stuff in here, which is really cool. Like, I'm excited for them to see that because it plays really well, and I almost used a few of their pieces as outfits, but I was like, no, I won't. I don't want to get people confused. And then I went and used a beautiful tattoo on Veronica that had a slight face tattoo, and then I realized, like, way too far in that people are gonna think that it comes with it, and then I got really stressed about it because then I felt bad. But I try to use as little as CC as I can when I'm making Sims that aren't related, that I haven't played with before. I always make them CC free. But if I'm using a sim that I've already created, so Veronica, and then we did Penny, who I both have played with before previously, they're already established, so I can't really like completely change their appearance for something. Look how cute the books are. So cool. Those big ones are ones that you can learn spells from. Fun fact. And then I was trying to find the broom set that we have in decor, and instead I found all the brooms, and look at that beautiful shape. Look at those. There's even, so I joked on Twitter, I joked everywhere for a while that I was hoping that Realm of Magic was magicians. Because I know everyone wants magicians so badly, but I'm not magicians, shoot. I thought everyone wanted witches so badly, like people have been wanting witches for years. That's probably me being overly dramatic, but it still stands, okay? And I was like, how funny would it be if it was like legitimately magicians? Because we've had magicians. Megan Magic was magicians, I think. in the Sims original. Sims 3 had ambitions that came with magicians. Sims 2, possibly. But I really wanted magicians. Also, I was dying to use that, like, collective piece, like, that giant, like, there's so many, like, photography, like, photograph stuff that I wished I could use, but I didn't, because I was stubborn, and I am one stubborn gal. Again, everything is tested, everything is usable, they can use everything. My Sims love to go in there to practice magic, because it's very empty, but, I kind of let them, because I had plans for this. Every time, like, the longer I've been doing this, the more kind of specific my ideas become. Like, I did a reality show based off something that I hadn't watched any trailers for, and I hadn't watched any live streams for, so I didn't know what I was doing, and I kind of overshot it. And then this, I didn't do the same, but this one requires a lot of storytelling, which I love, but it requires a lot of prepping, and I wanted to put a chair there, but I hated all the base game chairs so badly. I just don't like the colors, and I didn't want to make it like a kids room, but it's a kids room. I put a lamp there if you're curious. Oh no. Listen, Buy Debug was an experience I will never forget, but I will never do it again, because I don't know what I'm doing at all. I thought I could have the gnome holding the wand thing. What is it? It's like a display, but didn't work, which is fine. I forgot about that set, and I went, oh, that would have been perfect. But again, I'm stubborn, so I stayed with that. I needed more wall art, so I went with decals. If you don't know, decals are like my favorite thing. I create them all the time. I use them all the time. I use them for everything, because it's really fun to tell a story with them, and I'm also really obsessed with lighting outside. I don't know why, but I care so much about it. Like, I'm so worried that my bushes aren't lit up at night. Like, who cares? Me. Clearly. Look at this bar. I had to delete the bar while I was playing with them, because Veronica kept trying to drink, or she kept trying to make stuff, and I was like, no, you're supposed to be practicing magic. Stop it. Don't do that, please. Honestly, these screenshots are like some of the most I'm so proud of these screenshots. I feel like they look gorgeous, in my humble opinion, and I haven't even edited them yet. This is the first thing I'm editing, so you should feel very, like, honored. You should feel so honored that this is what I'm editing first, and not pictures. It's because I still have more to play, and I'm enjoying it so much. I think it's so cool. Like, I always try to be, I'm always honest about it, because I don't want someone to spend money because of something I said. So I'm very, like, I'm very aware of that, and I try to be as, I like to offer both sides, criticism and things that look good. Not things that look good. Criticism and praise. But this is just pure, like, I freaking love this thing. And then I decided that, oh god, this part is the most irritating. This was about like 1 a.m, and I was laughing so loud because I was trying to rotate the tree so it wouldn't get inside the house at all, and it just was not working at all. I feel like I'm the only person that plays with the Sims 4 camera, so I switched to the Sims 3 camera, and I didn't know what I was doing. Or no, I switched to the Sims 4 camera. No, Sims 3 camera, I was right. And I was just crying, laughing. And then I put a tree on it, and I was like, actually, I don't hate that. Which I think would be fun to put a tree in the middle of something. So, oh my gosh, I was just crying, laughing. I haven't had this much fun in so long with a pack. I love The Sims. I play it every week. I love it. I love to build. I love to create casts. I love this game. And when I first started streaming, I was worried I would get bored of it, but I haven't at all. And I used to be somebody that would get burnt out and not play for months at a time, but that's just not true anymore. I truly love this game, and I could not stop laughing because of how stupid it looked, because I was so determined for this tree to work, and it just did not work in the slightest. So I actually deleted it and put a fountain there instead. Not a fountain, a bird bath. I almost said Bird Box, which close but no cigar. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I don't know what the hell was my problem was. This was, again, day 2 of Struggle City trying to play. And I hadn't even played the game at this point. Day 1, all I did was create Sims. Day 2, I built this house. And I hadn't even played it yet. So I was going slightly mad. I was already having fun just building was fun for me. And I enjoy building. Like, I haven't laughed out loud before. Because I'm nothing makes me laugh anymore. Just kidding. That's so true. I was hoping to get a wedding arch. I don't know why. But I kind of like the idea. And this is probably the most annoying thing I've ever done in my life. Where all I did was check to see how good it looked on the gallery. Because I'm that vain. That I was like, yeah, it has to look good. I'm really into it, I guess. Like, I did it back and forth with lighting. And look how stupid it looked. I can't do it. I feel like the lighting in the game lies to you about how things really look. So I usually like to play in the nighttime, not like the dead of night, but the it's like 6 p.m. because I think the colors look the best. And that's a great way to like get a better screenshot of your build is to change the timing so the colors pop. I thought about putting the mailbox there, but I knew my Sims were dumb. And the ones that came with Willow Creek, was it? Are really pretty because they're kind of magical. And then this made me laugh too. Like, Buy Debug is just a hoot and a holler. And I feel like everyone should play with Buy Debug. But you have to have a good time because it's a lot. I was debating putting like a park bench out because I love doing those, and like I love putting a picnic table out there because I think it's kind of fun, or the ones with umbrellas, outdoor wear. See, and then I questioned everything. I questioned my whole life, but I went back and completely did what I did before. Yep, there it is. But I'm just like looking at it. I'm so proud of this. Like, I'm so proud. I don't know. I feel like it does look ugly. Like, I definitely think it's not great looking, but it's great inside. I think the inside is super pretty. At least me and my screenshots. If you're curious and want to see those, AlwaySimming.tumblr.com. I'm always sitting on everything. Twitter, Tumblr, not Instagram, because why would I need a Sims Instagram? And then this was a great idea I had, which I did stick, but in screenshots, I realized how differently colored the grass is. Like, this grass is so much lighter. The pebbles are so much lighter than the ones that we got. The one that it's like in the world. But you can just delete that. It's really easy. I actually used the other tile we got. We only got 2 what are they called? Floors, and I think it's so pretty. So, but I couldn't justify putting it inside, so I had to find a way. And I really liked, I don't know. I talked for a full 52 minutes. We are coming up to the end, and then I'm going to do a walkthrough to show you everything that I've changed that's different, and then we're going to do some screenshots. So, as I say in the clip, which I filmed before this, which doesn't make sense, but I was feeling feisty. If you prefer walkthroughs at the end or screenshots, please let me know, because doing both is kind of a pain. AKA, I would just rather know what you like. This is the house I built. Only took me about 6-7 hours. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I cannot wait for you to get your hands on this game. I will be streaming today at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which I always do. We're going to be playing more. I'm going to make myself a witch, and Black Hat and I are going to rule the roost, and we might build something. I don't know. It might be a long stream. Probably will be. But I hope to see you there, and I really hope that you enjoyed this build, and I cannot wait to hear what you think about this pack. Thank you so much for sticking with me for over an hour. That's longer than I stick with myself. I appreciate it so much. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you at the end of this video with some screenshots. I'm trying to drag it out. Oh, this was me like, oh, look how beautiful it is. You can see it. So it's sped up 666 times. You can't see anything nicely. That's why I do tours, and I named it Witch's Way because I'm a witch bitch. Cheers, lads. Nothing like making the video that's long even longer. Welcome to the house tour. I like to do these because I think it kind of gives you a better feel and less look at the house. I always change it after I finish building and I don't record it because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I just have one more thing to change, and then I changed a bunch. So I think this would be the best way to see it, especially because, as you know, I didn't hit record for a specific room, and I'm very proud of it, so I thought that I should showcase it. So I don't know if people do this, or if you prefer just photos at the end, or screenshots. I could say that's more accurate. But for now, I think we're gonna do this way. You're gonna see some familiars hanging out. We've got, what the heck did I name her? I named her I named Susan the Skull. We've got F. I tried to do the first letter F. What did I name her? I think I named her Susie. And then this is Carl the Crow, and Carl the Crow is the only person I've ever truly loved in life. But I thought that this would be a better chance to see the house kind of in action, which doesn't make sense. I had to teleport my Sims away, which is why, oh, there they are. Hi ladies. I had to teleport the boys so they wouldn't be in the room, especially because, as you can see, someone is blue. And yeah, I thought that I'm just gonna give you a quick outside look, which I think it looks like a barn, but you know, YOLO, okay? Just YOLO. Of course, as I've mentioned, the house is base game and Realm of Magic only, which is what I like to do now, and you're gonna completely see them. They're fine. Just ignore them. But first floor, again, just going over what you've already seen in detail, kind of. Wow, this is going great already. I added these because I thought there's too much space, because I like to use the medium wall height for the first floor because it gives you better front doors. Cough, cough, this beauty. These do not match at all. They're much more red than the counters we got. But again, I wanted to keep it base game in Realm of Magic, so I kind of, I did what had to be done. And I know once this is done, I'm going to put on some counters that match more. Apparently the Parenthood ones are great, but for now, this is what I have to live with. We're just kind of, you know, seeing the room as it is. The room as it is. Yeah, this is a room. I kind of had the idea of having no electronics in the house, which is why there's no TV, but that changed. Also, the glass roofs? Is that how you say roof? They disappear. It's a new bug, but you know, we don't have, again, base game. I tried. I wanted to hang up some like plants, so this is what I got instead. But it's just lots of brown and lots of space. I like brown. As you saw, I changed my mind about 1,000 times. Let's go into this bedroom. Wow, lovely. This is my favorite wallpaper we got. I love it. Interesting stuff, I know. I'm just showing this. Am I filming this before I film my voiceover? Yes. Am I anticipating what I'm gonna say? Yes. All the bathrooms will look like. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They all look alike, and I'm not mad about it. Now, I kept wanting to add, like, photos, like the Machino stuff photos, but that's the wrong pack, Zoe. Let's go up the stairs. This is just practical. I put some photos because, you know, I think I used every single item that came with the pack. That was like my goal, which is a very stupid goal, but I think I achieved it. Now down this narrow stairway. Whoa, that's an angle, all right. This is the room that you missed. This room, I mean, I'm kind of glad you missed it, to be completely honest, because I changed this room so many times. Like, I changed these two. This is so going well. I changed these two around. I added a wall. I changed what was there. I changed what was over here, and how I did this layout. I changed the colors. I put a computer here. This is the saddest desk in the world, but it is where it is. Actually, I might flip that around. I can't be trusted. But I kind of went with a green theme, if you can't tell. You know, just lovely things. Again, not again, I haven't said it, but I assume I'm going to say I playtest everything that I build, because there's nothing worse than downloading a beautiful build only for it to not be functional. So yeah, I've also been struggling to find houses that fit fit families of 5. So wait, is that correct? Yes, with 3 kids. So I needed like 4 beds. So that's why I have this. You could also, if you don't want to have children, you could do this. You could knock down this wall and make the spell room much bigger. Like maybe you could hold duels in here and stuff. But I kind of went with a kid theme instead. And I had to include this. Like, how can you not? All hail that man. That's not Harry Potter. Next. See, look, I even included this. I didn't forget anything. And then this is kind of, the downstairs was more the master bedroom. This, to me, even though this one is much bigger, this is kind of what I think like a teenage daughter would have. Do I have 2 mirrors? It's okay. Everything's fine. This I filled up with some potions that they had recently gotten. I love this wallpaper so much. And look at that. Those rose, like, glass stains are going to be the death of me. And I'm just saying. Again, we've got just the same exact bathrooms back to back. I added some pears in here because, you know, pears are great. But I had fun. And I've never been so stressed in my life. But it was worth it. Let's check out outside, shall we? Backside? Ooh, outside. So I did not know that these lamps glowed like this, and when I went into live mode for the first time, I was like, what? They're like little, they light up, what the heck? So I was thoroughly surprised. That's probably not the right word. See, I included everything. I originally had a completely different idea for the backyard, and I did not even know that this problem existed, but I did put something there so it would look good. We've got just a lovely tree. Again, I really, really hate doing, what is this? The outside exterior. I don't mind building. I just hate, like, what is it called? Whatever it is, when you put trees and stuff, like, I hate it. It's just my least favorite thing ever. But I think I did okay. I was struggling really hard to find a tree that fit, but as you can see, that did not happen. So instead, you've got one back here, and you know, 2 different exit points. My Sims are just looking at me, and I feel very suspicious from them. But yeah, this thus concludes the tour. Following will be some screenshots. Let me know if you have a preference. I would like to know. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Pazu. Actually, it's going to end here. So thank you so much for watching. Like, rate, subscribe, rate. When is this? 2016?